Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back to Yorkshireman 66. I didn't think it'd be this quick, but thank you. Thank you for getting me to 300 subscribers. I'm happy to be there, and I hope this goes on from strength to strength. And as you can see by what I'm showing you here, I've made it to 300 subscribers. And it's all down to you. Without you, I won't have nothing. I thank you for all your, how can I put it, all your support through all this lockdown and bad times what we've been going through, and thank you for understanding that I can't only put game content up, but I have had to put other things up as well. So I thank you for supporting me through all of that, and this is the 300 subscribers special for you. And I'm going to tell you all about this film. I have watched it, and yeah, I've made a few notes in before, so I'm going to go and tell you that. And it is an epic film. It is an epic film. It's only a short thing, so don't worry about it. Yeah, The 300 is a 2006 an American epic period action film based on the 1990. 300 is a 2006 an American epic period action film based on the 1998 comic series of the same name by Frank Miller and Lynn Varley. Both are fictionalized retellings of the Battle of Thermopylae within the Persian Wars. Release date 9th of December 2006. So that was that one. And yeah, it what a good film. It really was. I haven't thought this, but we'll get there. Here we go. So The 300, directed by Zack Snyder, produced by Gianni Nunari, and Mark Canton and Bernie Goldman. Screenplay by Zack Snyder and Kurt Johnstead and Michael B. Gordon. Based on The 300 by Frank Miller and Lynn Varley, starring Gerard Butler, Leanna Eddy, David Wenham, Dominic West, and all that. So yeah, the plot revolves around the King Leonidas, Gerard Butler, who leads 300 Spartans into battle against the Persian god king Xerxes Rodrigo Santario and his invading army of more than 3,000 soldiers. As the battle rages, Queen Gorgo, Leona Edley, attempts to rally support in Sparta for her husband. The story is framed by a voiceover narrative by the Spartan soldier Julius David Wenham. Though this narrative technique, various fantastical creatures are introduced, placing 300 within the genre of historical fantasy, which it is, was released for the first time in the Austin Book Num Thon on December 2000. Appeared in the Berlin International Film Festival on February. In 479 BC, 1 year after the Battle of Thermopylae in the Sparta army, begins his story by depicting the life of Leonidas from childhood to kingship via Sparta doctrine. The story continues. Persian herald arrives at the gates of Sparta, demystifying earth and water, has taken of submission to kings. Yeah. The Spartans reply by throwing the envoy and his escort into a deep well. Leonidas then visits the Athos, proposing a strategy to drive back the numerically superior Persians through the Ock gates. His plan involves building a wall in order to funnel the Persians into a narrow pass between the rocks and the sea, negating the Persian advantage in numbers and giving the Greeks heavily infantry and the advantages over the vast waves of Persian light infantry. The Athos consult the oracle, who decrees that Sparta may not go to war during the Carnelia, as Leonidas angrily departs an agent from rewarding the Athos their covert support. Although I've denied him permission to mobilise Sparta army, gathers 300 of his best soldiers in the guise of his personal bodyguard. They are joined along the way by a force composed of a few thousand Arcadians and other Greek at them. So you can see where it's going, can't you? You know, into mass murder and that, you know what I mean? You can see it's going to be an epic, and it is an epic battle. When you see it on screen, it is absolutely epic. Well, I think it is. Yeah, you see it, oh, it is epic. It really is. So that's that one. I'm not going to tell you the end, because you should buy the film and watch it, I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell you what, well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? So the next one, because it's a twin pack, is this. It's got both films in. It's got, well, I'll show you. It's got both films in. It's got the 300 and 300 Rise of an Empire. It's got both of them in. And I give full credit, and people say, yeah, why would I give full credit to somebody else? Well, I give full credit for somebody else who suggested this, and that was Nate Saw. Nate Saw said, why don't you get this and do it? So that's what I've done. And this is 300 Rays of an Empire. So this is the next one. 300 Rays of an Empire, 2014, an American epic action film written and produced by Zack Snyder and directed by Noah Munro. It's a sequel to the 2006 film 300, taking place before, during and after the main events of that film, and loosely based on the battles of Artesium and the Battle of Salamis. I can't pronounce it right, so don't get me. Yeah, so the plot on this one. Queen Agago of Sparta tells her men about the Battle of Marathon, in which King Darius of Persia was killed by General Themistocles in Athens 10 years earlier. Darius' son witnesses his father's death and is advised not to continue the war, since only the gods can defeat the Greeks. Darius, a naval commander, Artemisia claims that Darius' last words were in fact a challenge, and sends Erechthon on a journey through the desert. Xerox finally reaches a cave and bathes in an otherworldly liquid, emerging as the 8-foot tall god king. He returns to Persia and declares war on Greece to avenge his father. You can see where this is going. As forces advance towards Thermopylae, Thematical meets the council and convenes them to provide him with a fleet to engage the Persians at sea. Pericles then travels to Sparta to ask King Leonidas for help, but is informed by Delios that Leonidas is consulting the oracle and Gorgo is reluctant to side with Athens. Themistocles, I can't pronounce half of these words, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I really am. But yeah. Infiltrate the Persian troops and learned was born Greek but defected to Persia as her family was raped and murdered by a Greek. She was taken as a sex slave and subsequently left for dead in the streets. She was rescued and adopted by Persian emissary. Her lust for vengeance gained the attention of King Darius, and he made her a naval commander after she killed many of his enemies to fight the Persians with only 300 men. So, if I tell you the next bit, that'll be the end. So basically, they're all, them raise of a complete collection. 300 rise of an empire. So, so Persians are going to try and beat the Greeks at sea, basically. So what I'll do, I'll leave that there. It is an epic battle on both films. I'll give you that. But it's very unsurprisingly what happens and how it happens, and I was absolutely, I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, yeah, I mean, it's got a bit one over on it, but I was quite shocked to who did finally win out. I was absolutely shocked. And it's one of those films what keeps you on edge of your seat. It really is. And it did. It kept me on the edge of your seat. I saw these films last night. Now, is that telling me something? I mean, I saw these films last night. I thought, well, I'm not going to reach 300. But I did. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, thank you to Nate So for suggesting this. This is a 300. I will be doing some kind of pickup as well, but this is the 300 subscriber special. I hope you like it. I hope you understand that I've got no games. But I thought, well, this really does. I have never seen anyone use the 300 like this before. So I thought, well, why not? It's something different. And that's what I like to do, is keep it different on my channel. So, thank you to Nate Saw. Thank you to everybody, all 300 of you, who subscribe to my channel. And thank you for all understanding, and letting me show you what my hobbies really are. My camping and my radios and mainly my films and my games. I really thank you for that. That means a lot to me. I'm very humbled. I know I'm in a t-shirt. I wasn't going to do this. It is getting a bit cooler now out there, so I wasn't going to do this, bare naked or top off, if you know what I mean. I thought I better put my t-shirt on and that. So, thank you. And I do really mean that. I really do mean thank you to all of you. I do really appreciate it, and I appreciate everything. I appreciate everyone who stood by me. And that's including, there's a lot of you. I can't reel off the old names because I don't know. I don't even know who was the last subscriber because they don't tell you. They haven't said that they subbed or whatever. But what I'm saying is, thank you. and thank you for understanding, and thank you for supporting me through these difficult times as well. I will try and keep it more, how can I put it, I will try and keep it entertaining. I will try and keep it going as it is now, hopefully. And if you want to see another subscriber special, get me to 400. That's my next goal now. So my next goal is to get to 400. Get me to 400 and I will show you another subscriber special. Thank you to Nate Saw. Thank you to everybody. And thank you for everyone who's helped me and talked to me and kept me calm and that, you know, and I just kept going, you know what I mean, and I will be doing my mental health journey tomorrow as well as a video, but I thought I'd do this. Now, I've done quite a bit of videos today, so I'm going to take a rest and I'm going to catch my breath and relax. Bye for now. And if you have liked this video, please, if you have liked, this is a very special video for me. I've just reached 300 subscribers and I've done this special. So if you have liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new and you really want to subscribe. But please subscribe. It is free to subscribe. Please share the video to your friends, your family. That is important, to share the video to everybody. And please share it to Twitter and Facebook and any other other social media if you can. And please comment below. Did you like this special? Not many people do like specials, but I thought I'd do that, and I thought that one was a bit of a twist, and I thought it was a good twist. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Catch you all later.